Welcome back to my mother's live lessons. I know you will be really enriched if you pay special attention, particularly to this one. In fact, one day, as I came from school, I found my mother in the kitchen cooking. What surprised me, friends, as you listen here is, in the face of my mother, I witnessed interesting features. She was shedding tears as she was cutting an onion in the kitchen. She was also crying. She was also smiling at the same time. Then I asked myself, why is such a combination of this particular behavior in my mother's face? I went to think deeply. What was the symbolic of my mother crying? I realized that the crying came as a result of chopping the onion. You know, when you chop the onion, when it hits you in the eyes, you start shedding tears. I learned something, that this life is like peeling an onion one layer at a time. Sometimes you cry. There are many people who wish that life is comfortable all the time. No, learn from my mother. It is like peeling an onion one layer at a time. It is the onion that was making my mother to cry. And for those who have actually cooked and using the onion, when you cut and the sensation eats your eyes, you shed tears. What was the symbolic of my mother's sweat? It is because of the heat in the kitchen. You know, it was very hot. You know, where in the village there is no much ventilation, so it was very hot, and my mother was sweating. And she sweat because of the heat. And this life, you must experience heat. If something has to come, that heat must make you sweat. And remember, in the earlier episode, I talked about again sweat. You can see another issue is arising about sweat. Sweat must be a very interesting component of a life success. The third aspect, what I saw in my mother's face, was the smile. Why do you think my mother was smiling? When she imagined that her children would enjoy the meal coming out of the onion, out